If it's one thing I learned on YouTube being a content creator these last couple years is when you dog out the black community, that algorithm really will start messing with you and jumping you up. And from this individual, I really learned that. But today, he finally really pretty much admitted why he talked so foul about the black community and no other communities.
So I'm just tired, man. Son, I'm tired, man. I go to sleep, yo, son.
But what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Welcome back to Moxy Approved. What's up with y'all, Moxy Mob? Come on now, hit that like button. Share this video. Yeah, this guy, he had another nervous breakdown, all right? Yo, hit that notification bell and turn it all the way up to all. And if this is your first time here on this page, please do me one small favor. Apply pressure to that subscribe button. Apply pressure to that subscribe button. But what we talking about? What we talking about? Today, it was another one of those what I like to call algorithm breakdowns. And if you follow this guy, Hassan Campbell, every few months when it looked like them numbers starting to drop, he has some type of breakdown. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if today was that case. I really think the pressure has been applied to a degree. From who? From 10 Toes Down. Now, me personally, I haven't really been covering Hassan all like that lately. Y'all know that. I just like to expose a man every now and then because he really dogs out the black community. It's obvious that this dude is Latin, all right? Probably half black, but yo, I also would like to quickly state, look, you can go back and watch any of my videos. I've never dogged this man out for being a victim to molestation. My problem with him has always been how he dogs out the FBA ADOS community. And it says nothing about the Latin community and it comes off as very poisonous, all right? That's always been my problem. Just want to be clear with that. I'm from a small town upstate, but majority of my life I've lived in Los Angeles. And I moved to New York, a few years ago, I moved to New York. And one thing that I noticed in these bigger cities, other cities too, but definitely in these bigger cities, they're more inclined to have the Latin community, you know, use the N-word. And it's like when you hear this, you really have to listen and see the context of when they you know, use the N-word. That's a word that when I first got to LA, you know, I would hear Mexicans use that and I would get very mad, very angry. I've been in a couple fights. And one thing that I've noticed, especially in Los Angeles, you'll be fighting by yourself with these people, you know. There'll be other people looking at you fighting these people like, why? And it's like, this dude sitting here calling me the N-word. It's normal in these bigger cities, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It's something that I had to get used to not being from these bigger cities. And I had to mature and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna fight these dudes over this word because it's gonna be just me. I just have to remove myself from the situation. Well, that's pretty much Hassan Campbell's whole YouTube career. But today, he was talking about something that I think he should be talking about. He was talking about how he's a victim of, you know, allegedly molestation from Africa Bambaataa.
I'm gonna get personal on this one. Very personal. When I first came out and I told my story, it was on Facebook. A story of me being molested. A child victim of the godfather of hip hop, Africa Bambaataa.
Now, one thing about it is today he really had a nervous breakdown and he's pretty much has been victimizing himself. Now, the person that did this to him, allegedly, African Bambaataa, he has not done anything legally to this guy, all right? Knowing that this guy, even after him, was out there doing it with other folks, all right? He blames Star for
one of the platforms. He was not the first platform. It was not the first platform. It was Star. And his snake ass. Always trust the nigga when he tell you he ain't a friend of nobody. That snake ass nigga ain't a friend of nobody.
For some reason, and Star was actually trying to get him to go to authorities on this situation. Now, I'm not gonna really kick a man while they're down, because obviously this man was really in his feelings today, and 10 Toes Down, I mean, he been coming at, but he been coming at Hassan Campbell for a while now. And today he finally broke down. The reason for me making this video and what I wanted to point out is I was right. What do I mean by that? I was the one that pretty much exposed Hassan Campbell for, one, not really being fully FBA, ADOS, all right? He's not FBA, not ADOS, but two, taking out a lot of his anger on the black community. Now, why did I told y'all why he takes his anger out on the black community, because he looks at it as us as the one that violated him when he was young. Instead of looking at these people individually, he looks at it as us. And this is the video where he finally admits it.
And I told my story, and y'all abused me. And y'all abused my mother. My mother died damn near hating me because what y'all did to her. The war in my head is just getting started. I promise you I will not move. I will not fold. I will not be scared. I will not back down. I got by a fucking man, and the whole community knew that nigga was all of us, and they turned their back. Yeah, the war in my head. That nigga me over and over again. And that same man I had to go run to run away from my abusive mother. So anywhere I went, I was being abused. Abused. Nobody would save me.
Now, you see, this is what it is, all right? But just like I told y'all, I'm good at reading people. And I really knew he'll try to sneak in and call himself one of us and stuff like that. But then when he really starts talking foul about the black community in his verbiage, all right, he disconnects himself. I even heard him, the last video, he took a Kevin Samuels talking point, because this man loves taking other people's content. He only has one message: we're the fathers. His father wasn't there, so I get that message. But this guy took a Kevin Samuels talking point where he says, if your money is not up like that, then you really should be thinking about having sex and dating and stuff like that. Well, he took it and once again made it radically racist. He did that a couple videos ago where he was saying it should be a crime for poor black people to have sex and make babies. Like there aren't other races that are poor putting babies out there. All right, so this guy has extreme anger in his heart. You know, I call him a pig because he's poison. All right, and he spills poisonous information in a community, all right? This dude calls himself a tribal leader. I don't know what tribe he thinks he's not from the tribe of Judah, but he calls himself a tribal leader. You can't be a tribal leader when you need healing, man. And this guy, you know, Hassan, you really need to go get some help, man. All right, instead of dogging other people out, this algorithm messes with you because you're very anti-black, very poisonous toward the black community. You really need to go get some help, man. All right, instead of dogging my community out, all right, and you need to talk more about your community, all right, and you need to talk more about, you know, victims that went through that, all right. This guy, he's been on these videos asking for donations now because he needs security, and he really plays himself as the victim. Maybe he's the victim of African Bambaataa, but he's not the victim of a entire community, which he's basically is making himself out to be. This man makes all kind of videos about celebrities and stuff like that. None of these people know him, all right? Puts out information that may not be true about them. Now he feels like something's about to happen to him as far as some violence or some stuff like that because all this information he done put out against celebrities, putting his kids in danger. I mean, it's a lot. That's a lot, all right? This man is a victim, but he's not a victim of the entire community. He's definitely not a victim of these celebrities that maybe probably sending stuff at him, you know, for all this stuff that he came at my son, all right? And this is somebody that's actually in the field. This guy just sits on his couch. He don't ever really talk about white people or anything like that. Just us, all right? And Star, for one, is somebody to try to get this man some help. All right, but you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves, that just want to sit there and be a victim. And a person that really did this to him, they've never really tried to get this guy back as far as legally or anything like that. They just want to use this man's name and use what he went through as an algorithm point. But, well, anyways, y'all know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I see y'all here next time at Moxy Approved. Like I said, I don't kick people when they down. Hassan, you need to get some help, man. Straight up.